Hey y'all, it's Ariel here. If you want to see how I got this partial human hair crochet installed, just keep watching. So I started with some tape-in hair extensions. You can really use any type of hair extension using keratin glue and a fusion tool. I got these off Amazon. The link is below. Taking the keratin glue beads and putting them on a paper towel just to help me organize my life. What I'm doing now is cutting the tape in into 4 pieces. I'm cutting the top half off of the tape in so it's not bulky. You really don't want these extensions to be bulky because you have to fit them through a braid. So I'm just going to cut the tape into 4 pieces. Next, I have some sewing thread. I'm going to attach the sewing thread to the tape in and close the tape around the end of the thread just to close it in place, as you can see. Now I'm going to take my fusion tool and I'm going to grab a bead off the paper towel, smush it together, let it melt. Now I'm going to place the melted bead and the hair and the thread all together inside of my fusion tool to fuse them together. And I'm going to roll that till it makes kind of like a cone shape is what I'm going for, with a thinner tip and, a circular base. Next, I'm just cutting the thread. I use my finger to kind of measure how much thread I want to cut. And I'm going to attach another piece of tape that I cut to the other end and repeat. So all I'm doing is attaching the hair to the string with the tape in, taking my keratin glue bead, melting it with the fusion tool, then smushing it all together and rolling it in between my fingertips. Now, once I finish, I will have a finished piece of human hair crochet. I will talk about the pros and the cons and the struggles that I went through making this. Sometimes the glue will kind of get stuck in the heating tool, and I would just keep pressing down until it melted onto the hair and the string. You see me going back and double tapping the hair and the bead and the string together just to melt the keratin glue and reform it how I want it to be formed. Because like I said, you don't want it to be bulky. You kind of want it to be thin because you want this hair to be able to slide under a braid. So I'm going to just show you some more examples. I would say this took me some days to do. And it took me a long time because I'm balancing work and planning a wedding and being in my master's program and just everything in life. It's a really busy season of my life. I'm a teacher, so it's, testing season. So it did take me like a week to finish making the hair. I ended up making about 6 groups of 20, and that still wasn't full enough. I probably could have did 7 groups of 20 pieces of hair, and a piece is just the completed crochet piece. So yeah, but this was very therapeutic, and I'm looking for alternatives to paying $300, $400 for human hair crochet. These are just tape-ins I had for years, and the tape wasn't really sticky anymore, and I had never used them. So now I'm going to show you in another clip how you could use the hair without using the tape part of the tape in, just using loose hair, like if you have bulk hair laying around, you can do that. And y'all, just on this part, really try to make it as thin as possible, but as sturdy as possible. You don't want the hair detaching from the string. Okay, here it is. I cut the tape part off. I'm taking the keratin glue on the bead and just kind of putting it on the loose hair. And I'm attaching the string, and then I'm getting my tool again, smushing it together, rolling it. That's how you do it with loose hair. For me, for time purposes, I like using the tape end better because the string just attached to the hair and the tape end, and it made it faster for me. But this method also works, and it results in a flatter tip. So yeah, but like I said, you want the keratin and the string and the hair to be connected really well. You don't want it to come apart. That is an issue I ran into when installing and just combing my hair. And I'll talk about that later, but sometimes the pieces that weren't sturdy just kind of broke apart and came out my hair. So that is something that I'm going to continue to work on. This was my first time trying this. I hadn't seen a YouTube video or a video anywhere addressing how to do this. So I was just trying to figure it out. So this is me trying to figure it out. And here you see the finished result. That's what one hair piece should look like. And this is the hair together. You can dye it as human hair. You can do whatever. This is several pieces together. Oh, and use fingertip protectors like I had on so you don't burn yourself. And this is like the hair all together. So I'm doing leave out with this because like I said, this is my first time, and yeah, I'm still trying to master how to make the beads flat and seamless. But I just pull the hair through with the crochet needle and loop it. Now, these first few pieces went in real easy. And one broke, just like that. So that string was on there strong, and it broke just like that. So yeah, like I said, when you're making these, you want to really make sure that it's strong and sturdy. And I'm pulling on it just to make sure it's not going to break on me after I brush it. But yeah, like I said, some of them I didn't make as flat, and so I had to kind of pull one end through and tie it off. You'll see that a little bit later, but these first few pieces went in okay. And yeah, so here I am at the front, pulling it through, tying it off, and yeah. Okay, that one didn't go all the way through, so I'm going to tie it and just pull down and hope that that stays. Yeah. So like I said, as the days went on, some of the pieces were just coming out, and I don't know if it was how I installed it or if it was how it was made. So I'll definitely have to try this again. I do think that this is a great start, and this will help get some of our minds going. And hopefully y'all make some videos and, you know, just show me some love and, you know, let me know how y'all do, or if you do it at home, let me know what you did, or, you know, comment in the comment section, what do you think I could do to try to make them more sturdy or last longer. Right here, I'm just pressing out my leave out. But yeah, just comment And let me know if you try this method. It's not foolproof. This is an experiment, but it was actually pretty good. I would say 80% of the hair stayed in on its own. About 20% came out from lack of strength or stability, or just everyday maintenance. What I ended up doing was I wore a half wig in the back, and because the back pieces were coming out more than the front pieces, so I end up, you'll see at the end of the video, I have it looks fuller. That's because I had a half wig at the same texture hair, kinky straight hair. And yeah, this is the finished result, minus me not this is me forgetting that I had leave out on the sides of my hair so I could do a side part too. So I realized right here, ooh, I didn't even press out the side part leave out. But yeah, like, it's real cute. And like I said, this is Eula hair, kinky straight hair, really good quality hair. I had dyed some of it jet black, and then I had dyed some of it brown. But I did this years ago, girl. I just never used this hair for a tape-in install. So yeah, if you have leave out, you can style it multiple ways. It's really pretty, really versatile. Like if you want to wear it up or wear different styles, half up, half down. Yeah, this is not the 100% completion. I got tired. I was busy in my life, so like part of the back is not done. My side leave out is not done, but I want to get this video out for y'all. Because I have been promising it. So yeah, make sure y'all please like, comment, subscribe. This is me with the half wig on the back. Thank you. Let's do it for ourselves, girls. Black girls, let's do it for us. Thank you. Bye bye.